In this review we're looking at the latest version of the Liebherr R936 excavator. Starting with the box we see there's a Liebherr hologram, so we know this is genuine Liebherr licensed merchandise. This model is the R936-4, and the 4 means that this is the latest version to the Tier 4 emission standards. With the lid away, the model is wrapped in some soft paper, and a nice touch is that there's a bag containing some spare track links and pins. There's some packaging to remove, and NZG has gone back to the elastic bands that secure the tracks, and they're certainly nicer than some of the cling film wrapping that was used on recent models. There's a bit of masking tape securing the removable pins, and once that's off there's no assembly to do because this model is complete out of the box. This model has much in common with the previous version, and unusually there's some panel detailing underneath the body. The crawler tracks are metal and they are of the hook variety rather than being pinned, and the individual track links are detailed. Also very pleasant on this model is the detailing of the interior of the cab, with the controls nicely indicated in black. The side grille is still represented by graphics, but one very minor change at the back is that the video camera is now highlighted with paint. Looking from the front, the hydraulic rams now have grey jackets. The handrails are completely revised, as are some of the panels on the body. Looking on top, there are some more handrails which are new, and there's also a new video camera on the side. One detail that's very good on the model is the silver highlighting of the hydraulic pipes. The silver highlighting is also on the ram jackets, which is a nice touch. There are also hoses and graphics on the stick, and the painted rivets and decent bucket make for a good looking model. Once again you join us out on the Cranes Etc. test track, and the tracks have too much friction to roll on a smooth surface, but if you like to roll your tracks by hand you can certainly do that. One interesting and nice feature on the model is that the track frames have working rollers, and the spring tensioning also allows the tracks to laugh at you. Next we need to get our minds around going around and around, and when it gets going around and around it goes. And on the review model it only gets a little bit sticky around the point it goes around and around slowly. Moving swiftly on to the all-important digging functions. And the boom reaches up to a reasonable height and you can reach out a fair distance. And if you want to stick the machine on a low loader, it folds up nice and small. On the positive side, the range of movement of the bucket is good. And although all of the hydraulic rams are a bit stiff, they will certainly hold any pose that you want to set. If you want to dig deep you need to get high, so here's the test of the digging at depth function, and this is not quite so good. The boom doesn't seem to go low enough, and that's maybe because the pistons are a little bit too long. But on the plus side, here's one feature that every excavator model should have, and that's a removable bucket. This one is secured by 2 steel pins, and when you ease them out the bucket pulls away from the stick easily. Also, if you're more of a shoveler than a backhoer, you can fix the bucket in the reverse position and shovel everything you don't like away from you. The R936 was a very nice model in its earlier versions, and this updated version is also really nice, and the detailing is one of the best features of the model. The features are good with working rollers and a removable bucket, and of course this model poses well with other models, so overall it's an excellent excavator.